Well, I'm going to invite the children to come up to their screen. Come on up and join me for the children's message. I wish I could see you. I kind of see you. I can see you with my X-ray vision. Well, not really, but I can pretend. I can pretend. You know, the gospel reading for this Sunday, for this weekend, is kind of an interesting story. It comes from the Gospel of John. And it's the very beginning of the gospel. And it's when Jesus is beginning to pick his disciples. Remember, Jesus had 12 disciples to begin with. And he began to pick his disciples. And one of the persons he picked was a guy named Philip. And so Philip went and told Nathanael. He said, "Hey, Nathanael, we found him. We got him. It's the Messiah." And Nathanael said, "Really?" And Philip said, yeah, he's Jesus, son of Joseph from Nazareth. Nathanael said, "Seriously? Nazareth? Can anything good ever come out of Nazareth? I mean, oh, what a slam on poor Nazareth." You know what Philip said? What do you think Philip would say? Well, what Philip could have said is he could have said, "I'll prove it to you." Or he could have argued with Nathanael. You know what he said instead? He said, "Come and see. Come and see." I thought that was kind of an interesting answer because, you know, there are a lot of times when there are things we want to show our friends or things we want to share with them. And sometimes the best thing to do is not to try to explain why it's so great that they ought to look at something, but just say, "Come and see." Like, for example, I bought Pastor Jean a Christmas present this year. I bought her a hand-carved snowman from Germany. And if I told you that, I could spend all the time describing it, couldn't I? Or I could just say, "Hey, come and see. Right here. Here he is. He's right here. Right next to me. He's got a snow shovel, and there's a bird on him, he's got a scarf, and he's got another bird up in his hat. Come and see." Or what if I built a really big snowman out of the snow that fell this past week? Because I was good packing snow. And I said, I built this great snowman and I could describe it to you, or I could just say, "Come on over and take a look at my snowman. He's really cool." Or what if I told you that my grandfather built an altar all by himself? And it's intricately carved, and it's old. It's older than me. I mean, that's like really old. I could describe it, or I could say, "Come, right here. Come and see. Look at this altar. Isn't this kind of a cool altar? I mean, my grandfather carved the wood here. All this wood was carved, and then he used real metal, and he made offering plates with 3 handles, and he made this is called a ciborium, and it's got a top on it, and the top, I don't know if you can see it, but it even has a cross on it." So I could describe it to you, or I could say, "Come and see." You know, sometimes we talk about sharing Jesus with our friends, or sharing Jesus with people who are hurting, and a lot of times people worry about, well, how can I do that? And I don't know what to say. Maybe the best thing is to say, "Come and see." And what do you think people are going to see? You know what I think they're going to see? They're going to see how Jesus makes a difference in your life. How Jesus is with you when you're scared or lonely, and you're comforted. You know you're not really alone. And yeah, there are scary things in the world, but Jesus has your back. They're going to see that in you. There's a song that was out, it was a long, long ago. It said, "They will know we are Christians by our love. They will know we are followers of Jesus by how we love other people." That's another come and see moment. Just come and see. I don't have to explain all this to you. Just come and see how Jesus makes a difference. And that's kind of what Philip was saying to Nathanael, wasn't he? Come and see. Nathanael met Jesus, became one of his disciples, because he saw how God was at work in Jesus. And when people see how God is at work in you, they see Jesus in you. And they see that God is really with us, even in our very scary world. So I want you to remember that. Remember that to be a really good witness and disciple of Jesus, you don't have to be able to explain everything. All you got to be able to do is be Jesus for others and let people say, come and see how God is making a difference in the world through you. Sometimes we do that, like when we bring something for the food pantry, or we're kind to someone who's having a bad day or a hard day, or we're respectful to others. You know, we treat each other with respect. Not a lot of that in our world these days. We really need that. All sorts of ways that you can show that God is at work in you. So when someone says, come and see, and they see you, they'll see Jesus. So figure out some ways this week to be Jesus to others. And maybe there'll be somebody saying, come and see. I can show you Jesus. He's really working hard in my friend. Really working hard in you. Thanks a lot. Have a great week. Pastor Gene will be doing the children's message next week. Know that we miss you and we always pray for you, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.